when somebody's trying to reach out to you to help them, like what's in a client that you're just gonna flat out refuse to help?
Well, I'm going to flat out refuse to take on a case that's out of my wheelhouse, a civil case, that's something that's non-military. But I'm going to assume most people that are contacting me know what I do, and it's military. If you're just a jackass on the phone with me, and you won't, sometimes I'll start, sometimes a real pet peeve of mine is someone will call me up, tell me about their case, and I'll start trying to give them advice. I'm giving them free advice at this point in time and giving them my time, which is very valuable. And sometimes they won't just stop talking and won't just won't ever listen. Every time I get interrupted over and over again. I say, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you called me for a reason. I'm trying to give you some advice. People like that don't know how to receive advice or don't want to listen to you, those people I'm probably not going to take on their case. If, again, maybe it's a gut feeling, but I think it's more than that because I've been doing this a long time now. So I really judge how someone interacts with me on the phone or on a Zoom call, or if I meet them in person, and really understand the facts of their case. There's not a particular case I am or not going to take on, or say I don't do any of these types of cases.
It's not going to be like the situation where they explain, say for example, they are guilty, and you're like, you don't judge them because of their guilt. You take a look at their individual situation. You're not going to hold their guiltiness against them, is what you're saying, correct?
That's absolutely correct. I'm not going to hold it against them if they say, hey Tim, I've been accused of BAH fraud, which is housing fraud. I've claimed that my spouse has, I've been unaccompanied in Okinawa for 2 years. I've claimed my spouse has lived on Fifth Avenue in New York, and literally there have been in Lejeune the whole time, and the only time they've ever seen New York is on a video, right? And they can say, I used to want to go to jail for 20 years. Cool, right? I got no problem with. I'm not going to say, well, you're guilty, I'm not going to defend you. I want someone to be honest with me, and that's probably a case I'd rather take on because they're being honest with me and shooting me straight, and not just giving me some line of garbage. And so in that particular case, whether they're guilty or innocent, I'm going to take on the case and then give them the best defense possible. And again, it may be we take the case to trial, and if the government can't prove the case, and that's on the government, that's not on me. Other cases where you say, hey, you might have been facing 8 years to 10 years of confinement, and I can get you a deal for 2 years because of the work we're able to do. Now, I've saved that person 8 years of their life in that scenario. So the issue is not, you tell me you're guilty or you tell me you did what you're accused of on an initial consultation call. That's fine. I'm probably going to respect you a hell of a lot more for being honest with me. And that's probably a case that's going to challenge me more to take on. Because if I get the notion that you're just lying to me on the very first phone call, I'm probably not going to take that case on anyways. You know what I mean?